What's going on, guys? It's Tuesday, election day. Hopefully everybody got out and voted. I'm down here real close to San Antonio, Texas, heading to Laredo. It is 81 degrees down here. Feeling pretty good down here. I got the air conditioning on. It's been a beautiful day. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'll go up here about another 60 miles and stop at the Petro there, just about 80 miles outside of Laredo. They changed my appointment again till 2 p.m. tomorrow. So I'm still going to get up early in the morning and try to go in there. What he told me to do, so that's what I'm going to do. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's been a beautiful day. Sure beats that cold weather, man. I'm not ready to give up on this warm weather yet. We're only about 159 miles from Laredo right now. Sorry about that. So we're not that bad out. We're on Interstate 35 South. Matter of fact, I think we're coming into San Antonio here just directly. I tell you, man, it's been a minute since I've been down this way. Austin is, I come through Austin just a little bit ago. I couldn't believe how much construction they were doing there. I counted like 10 or 12 of those high-rise cranes that they had down there refurbishing some buildings. So, you know, no matter what people say, the economy must be booming pretty good in order for them to have that many high-rise cranes going on down there, you know, and rebuilding the city like that. It's not my business to tell you how to vote, but I'm not so sure as if Biden and Harris get in there that it's going to be booming like that. I think a lot of things are going to come to a halt. That's just my opinion. Like I said before, we can still be friends and have differences of opinion. That's what makes America great. We're allowed to think differently than each other. People are working. Things seem to be booming pretty good, even with this COVID thing. I think if we can just get past this COVID deal and restaurants can start opening back up again and everybody get back on track, man, we'll be good. I feel sorry for the mom and pop places that are having to deal with all this stuff on this COVID. You know, a lot of them can't afford to pay their bills. It's not cool. Even some of these big chains or big chain restaurants and stuff like that are really struggling. Not cool at all. And it's not because people won't come out to eat. I don't believe that for 1 minute. I think it's because they don't want but so many people in there, and most people don't want to stand outside and wait. I know. There's a silver alert down here, looking for some old person. Every time I come down here, there's either a child alert or a old person alert in Texas. Some old people be escaping around here in Texas. I stopped over in Tonkawa, Oklahoma last night, and got up this morning. Actually made it through Dallas and Fort Worth with no headaches, really, so to speak. Just a little bit of traffic there. I was expecting a lot more, but I came through there about 7 o'clock in the morning, and to be honest with you, I got slowed down, but it wasn't a standstill. I was kind of shocked. We're going to take the lower level here. There's 2 levels to this deal. You'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. We're fixing to take the lower level here. Looks like we're going to chop our head off here at this bridge, but we ain't. It'll be all right. All in all, it's been a great day, I guess, as far as trucking goes. Weather-wise, traffic-wise, just in general, you know. Couldn't ask for a better day trucking. Glad I get to share it with you guys. For those of you who have not been to San Antonio, Texas, not that we're getting off in town, but this will give you a little glance at it either way. I don't want to rub it in, but did I say it? Did I happen to tell you guys it's 80 degrees down there? Oh, fella. Damn. It's cold everywhere else. 81 sounds pretty good to me. I know I said it earlier. I just kind of rubbed it in, messing with you a little bit. Did you see that pickup though with that trailer? You see how close that guy cut in front of us like that? People do that all the time, you know, and that's why as a CDL driver, for those of you that are new to driving and stuff, man, you've always got to pay attention because everybody wants in front of the big truck. Now that guy probably missed our truck by about 2 feet. I don't know how, 2 to 5 feet. I don't know how close it looked on the video, but it wasn't very much, I can assure you that. And for what? So that he could dart over to the other lane over there? That's why you always need to be aware of everything, especially your following distance. If somebody jams on the brakes, you got time to get a, you know, to react, stop if you need to. Something like that right there, you know, uncalled for, but they do it anyway. Now, had he not looked close enough or hit the brakes or anything like that, or if I wouldn't have tapped the brakes, he might have just come over and caught the front end truck with that trailer because he's probably not used to pulling a trailer. You know, it's ignorance. See it or not, that tower crane off to the left over there. telling you, Texas is booming down here, man, as far as with construction. Through Dallas, Fort Worth, the road construction, which has been going on for the last 20 years. They never seem to complete it. It just keeps getting more and more of it. And, you know, the building construction in Austin and here. Thing about living in an area like this down here is I'm sure construction's year-round. You know, it gets cold in the wintertime, but not like it would, you know, like say in Minnesota or Green Bay or, you know, one of the northern states. I'll try to pass this guy. A little slower than I want to go. And now he gets over. I figured. Haven't been watching the news, you know, it's Pennsylvania says it's going to be 2 or 3 days before they can count all the votes and everything. They must need that to make sure they can get enough Biden votes for themselves, you know. Unless old Trump's waiting too far ahead on it. You gotta see how many Biden votes they need. There'll be a lot of dead people voting up there. I'm not mistaken, though, the Constitution says it's supposed to be done by at midnight, whatever, or the next day. I'm not sure, but I know it doesn't say 3 or 4 days later. Watch this car. I bet you they cut right out here in front of me. Maybe not. I got this trip whipped in the butt. To be honest with you, I've got enough time to get all the way down to Laredo. But I really don't want to stay in Laredo tonight. For those of you that live down here, nothing against Laredo, I just don't want to stay inside Laredo tonight. I'd rather stay at this Petro on the outskirts of Laredo. And 45 miles. Hopefully, there's been a bunch of cities that are boarding up windows and stuff already, and anticipating looting and stuff like that. Hopefully it's peaceful and it won't have all the problems. No sense in tearing other people's stuff up because something didn't go your way. Because one way or another, if Trump doesn't get reelected for some chance, us working folks, guess what? We have to go back to work the next day. We don't have time to sit and go loot and tear people's stuff up and burn buildings down and stuff like that. We have to put our clothes on and go to work the next day. Because we've all got families to feed. It's a shame the times that we live in that presidential election or just anything gives people the right to, anytime they don't get the answer they want or something doesn't go their way, they just think they can tear other people's shit up and steal from you and everything else. Well, I'm telling you, if that's the case and you're driving and you come across that, you need to make a decision for yourself. If they're blocking the road or whatever, you got to do what you got to do to protect you. I'm going on record right now as saying I'm going to turn this camera on that I'm filming this on right now, and I'm driving. Whether you choose to stand in my way is up to you, but I'm driving. Because I'm not dying out here because some little punk ass kid didn't get their way in the way that they thought things needed to go, and so they take it upon themselves to try to get in my truck or climb on my truck or stand in front of it. Well, the next letter they're going to be getting is a letter to your mom and dad that says I just ran your ass over. I don't want to do that, to be honest with you, but I'm not going to die. What I really fear, more than anything, and I was talking with Hoppy about this morning, is people throwing stuff off of overpasses. That happened a few years back, man, where it was a big epidemic for the individuals that's been driving a long time that know what I'm talking about. Several years back they were doing that. It was a big epidemic. And I just hope that it doesn't come to that again. Because every time you see somebody standing up there, you're going to, flinch and think, oh shit, hope they ain't about to throw something, But this new generation, you know, the generation that's got to be told that they're winners even if they're losers, crybaby generation, something don't go their way, we're going to throw a fit and beat on old people or do harm to people's shit generation. There ain't no telling what they're thinking. So just stay safe out there, stay aware of your surroundings if any of that shit's going on where you're at. Bull hauler to get on by, but I guess he ain't gonna do it. Shit, sorry, big boy. I got to get over now. Oh, hell, I thought it said the damn lane was closed. Sorry about that, bull hauler. You about to be pissed off at me. Sorry. Oh, well, you can get over it. You might flip me off, but I don't give a damn. Been flipped off for. He didn't flip me off, so we good. Got him a load of cattle on there, though. There was two of them that passed me this morning, lit up like a Christmas tree. They passed me, and on these trucks you can see how far somebody is in front of you and the speed that they're traveling. You know, it'll tell you if they're pulling away from you or whatever, but it shows their speed. They got back over in front of me. They were running 96 mile an hour. Boy, they were getting it. I wish I'd have had a radio in here because, you know, I hadn't put my radio in here yet because I ain't been home, but I'd been like, what y'all doing? Jacking around? You're going too slow. Normally they'll run past you at 100 mile an hour, man. It's them damn cows. Gotta get them moving. That must be essential. '96 plenty fast enough. Anyway, guys, listen, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. If you're at home and you can get out and vote, go vote if you haven't already. And we're the only ones that can make a difference. Be safe. Be aware of your surroundings. And if you're somewhere where it kicks off and starts riding, you know, let your dispatcher know, hey, you don't feel comfortable, whatever, get the hell out of there, whatever you gotta do. Put yourself in harm's way for any freight. We'll holler at you guys later. Have a great day.